We did Kanye's part one yesterday, but as I was kind of going through all of the videos, I realized, like, damn, like this guy has so many gems that we're gonna need to split this into two videos. So today, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take three more clips. We're gonna kind of analyze them, and we're gonna see if he's got any more gems and kind of see how he used that mindset to help him navigate through his career and become a billionaire. I mean, the clips that we're going to go through today are a bit different to the ones yesterday, but I think at the end of the day, they're still going to be echoing in those kind of same points in terms of just having that supreme confidence, having that work ethic. We've got this first clip where Kanye is talking about not being afraid to be the greatest that you can be.
I'm not going to sit inside of a corporation for 20 years. The time is now. The time is now to express and for people to believe in themselves. The time is now for it to be okay to be great. People in this world shun people for being great, for being a bright color, for standing out. But the time is now to be okay to be the greatest you.
Even though this interview was in 2013, I think Kanye's summarized the world in a nutshell. People are afraid to be great. The person that's always great or the person that's always different, for some reason they're ostracized and they're made to seem as though they're on their own or they're loners, which is crazy to me. And it's crazy to him as well, and I'm really happy at the fact that he pointed that out. I think during this run in 2013, he was going on these streams of consciousness where he was saying a lot of outlandish stuff, comparing himself to Steve Jobs, Walt Disney, Picasso, all of these kind of people. And people were looking at him like he's crazy. But at the end of the day, he just believes in his greatness, and he feels like he's only at that point he was only 36, so he wasn't even at the cusp of some of the greatness that he could do. So I think the fact that he was kind of comparing himself to the greats and he was being made fun of, I think it's kind of quite damning on the world, in the fact that if you try and even be great, then people act like there's a ceiling on you. So I think at the end of the day, what we can learn from this clip is that now is the time, especially in the social media age, 2021, now is the time where we need to just be great. We need to be as great as we can be and just try and help the world. And since that interview, Ye has done that. The amount of stuff that he's done from then till now, this was near the point he was $53 million in debt. Now he's claiming that he's got $9 billion. It's absolutely amazing. We got the second clip where Kanye's talking about just being persistent and also sacrificing some things that you love to make sure you get the job done.
Just perseverance. Don't stop trying and put a lot of work into it. You know, you always hear the stories about Michael Jordan shooting all those free throws, and that's what it was like for me working on beats. I'm talking about up late nights and still having a job, still taking care of responsibilities, doing what you had to do as a man or, you know, as a woman, and still being able to take time out, take all your extra time out and put it towards your craft. You know, you can't just go to the movies and play basketball and do all these different things and still focus on that. If you're trying to break through, you gotta focus, like that's all you do. Like when I was working on the Through the Wire video, other than what I had to do, that's all I was doing. And like now, I'm in that same situation with the Jesus Walks video. That's all I'm thinking about, is how they make this work.
Man, I think this is the side of Kanye that we don't hear enough of. I mean, in the past few years, anytime you've heard Kanye speak, I feel like it's been painted in a negative light with people that are saying that he's ranting. But this interview was from around 2004, 2005. This was after College Dropout came out, but this was before registration. So it was relatively fresh off of his success. And he was just talking about how to have success, man, you have to just be super persistent, make those I think he made 5 beats a day for 3 summers in a row. You have to be persistent, and you also need to focus on one thing at a time. So he said that when he was doing that Jesus Walks video, that was the only thing that he was focusing on at that time. Like, he couldn't really afford to focus on anything else. He wanted to make that the best possible product that it could be. And he did the same thing as well for the Through the Wire video. That was the only thing that he was working for. And I like how he talked about, if there's times where you want to play football, go to the movies, or do kind of other stuff that isn't to do with your main goal, sometimes you're going to have to sacrifice, and you're going to need to just put that spare time into your craft. Yeah, so in this third clip, we got Kanye talking about mindset and just putting affirmations into the world. The universe will bring them back to you.
My boy T Mills always says the universe never sets you up to fail. So that's just one of the examples of how beautiful the universe really is when we've affirmed, what we want. And that's the thing. We take out the ifs, the wants and tries and affirm what we want. And it just happens that thing's going to slip under your desk. And it's like, people say, well, that's easy for you to say, yay, because this. And it's like, well, your attitude determines your latitude. It's my mentality that's brought me to where I'm at today. And we haven't even seen anything yet.
Man, in this last clip, we've got Mr. West giving us an absolute sermon here. I mean, to me, these are some top tier God level gems. He's talking about the universe, and he's kind of talking about putting those positive affirmations out in the universe. And if you kind of keep putting them out and you put the work behind them, they will come. I love that phrase he said about attitude is your latitude. I mean, he's completely right. Having that mindset that putting things out into the world and it's going to come back to you, I think it's great. And it also leads to that positivity that Ye's got. I mean, to even have that mindset and that stance, you have to have a lot of positivity in the world, and also you have to value your own work. Like, I think that the fact that he's got that mindset is why he's been so fruitful up till now. I mean, if you just look at his career, a lot of the stuff that he was saying in his interviews from 2002 to 2013, pretty much all of them today have come true. Multi-billions, Yeezys, so much more. All of this is a testament to this guy's mind. I mean, we've only done 2 parts of these Kanye West keys, but honestly, I could probably do 3 or 4 parts. Like, this guy's got so many gems, and it's really been a pleasure to just watch this guy's interviews over the years. I mean, he's been one of the most influential people in my life for sure.